In the last 2 months, we've seen lots of different high-quality enterprise software stocks, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Adobe, report really good numbers, only to watch their stocks wither and get blown away. The market has collectively spoken. The pin action is awful. These companies either produce software that can be replaced by something that's made by AI, or at the very least, AI can cut into their user base, which matters because these cloud software companies typically charge by what's known as per seat. Never mind that none of this has actually happened yet. Wall Street's convinced that it's going to happen because of AI. Wall Street is a prediction machine, and the prediction for software holders...
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, back with another quick video. And at the time of this recording, they have sold off software. Palantir is down 13% after reporting some of the best numbers in software history. They're tanking all types of software stocks. A lot of the stocks that we were saying could be wild cards, could be shorts, turned out to be shorts. And we finna talk about it right here, right now. Talk about what the opportunity is, what's going on with the shorts, and what's going on with these longs. So first and foremost, the thesis is very simple, and it explains, it shows, and yet again, why I've been focusing on AI so much. AI and these tools and these vibe coding tools and a lot of things we've been discussing have gotten so big, not big is the word, they've gotten so good that people are now feeling like you can make your own version of a lot of these great tech companies. Like a prime example that's going through it right now is Salesforce. If you've been watching my channel, I've said it. I've had my agent Pam say it. Salesforce, we were saying it was a wild card, but we were leaning bearish because they're highly influenced by software seats. That's what's happening right now. What's happening right now is that people and companies are realizing that if you're able to make your own version of a software, why would you pay for the software? In the case of a company like a Salesforce, they do marketing. And I'm not saying their lunch is just guaranteed going to be eaten, but that's what the market's thinking is going to happen. What they're saying is, if I'm a company, why would I pay Salesforce for marketing when I can come through, make a vibe coding tool of my own and not have to pay them? So there's a reason why a lot of these stocks are getting hit up. Some of the shorts that I had on my list would be HubSpot, Asana, it's one called Altisan, or I can't even pronounce them, and Salesforce. I was looking at UiPath too, but it's still looking like kind of a wild card at UiPath. So a lot of software companies are falling. If anyone shorted those, they made a lot of money. But the big opportunity is they've decided to knock down all the software stocks, even the ones that have major moats that cannot be vibe coded away. They've knocked down Palantir after we just beat earnings. We reported some of the greatest numbers in the history of software as a service. We are doing 127 rule of 40, and I think year over year revenue growth is like 130% at this point. So we've reported some of the best numbers in software history. We tried to go up 11% that day. We only ended up 7%, and they decided to knock us down 13% the next day. Now, there are other companies on this list. They've got Microsoft down. They've got ServiceNow down. And you know, ServiceNow is one of the next big picks I'm looking at. I think it can be one of the next big stocks in the agent game. There are stocks like CrowdStrike they're knocking down. It's big in cybersecurity. And what I feel is the advantage here is, in order to really understand what's going on with this trade, I feel like people almost, like I've said before, need to be in the stock market, but they also need to be using these AI tools in the real world at the same time. So as someone who's actually using these AI tools and researching them, I understand that there are some things you can vibe code and there are some things you can't. And it looks like the market's not pricing that in yet. They've just sold off everything. And it's presenting a buying opportunity. I don't know how long it's going to take for this situation to turn around, but let's look at the common sense of some of these stocks. Microsoft, for example, you're not vibe coding up a new Windows. It's not going to happen. We're too locked in. They've got too much control, especially in enterprise business. They've been out too long. Even if you were to vibe code something like that, it could not catch on. You can't vibe code a company like Palantir because they have access to data we don't have. They have the ontology. They know how to make your agents and your AI stop from hallucinating. You can't necessarily replicate that with Claude code. So people aren't understanding how deep it gets and how deep it is. Another one, a company like CrowdStrike, they do cybersecurity with real terrorists, real foreign threats. Like, you can't vibe code that. So there's a lot of things out here that are getting sold off that cannot be replaced, but they're being priced like they can get replaced. And the fact that a lot of these stocks moon and the metrics are high, like the price to sales, price to earnings, things like that, just gives people an excuse to sell it off. So what am I doing here? I'm looking to start buying at some of these levels. Am I ready to go crazy on options yet? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't be mad if someone wants to start looking at leaps here. I think this dip could potentially keep going. Like, it could go for some weeks, maybe a month or two, but it's a patience game. Because with a dip like this, when people finally snap out of it and realize that you're not finna replace all the existing software companies with Claude code, the ones with real moats are going back up. And with that being said, it's just looking like AI is changing the game in ways that people don't understand. And they're actually saying that a lot of the safer stocks, some safer stocks, some dividend stocks that even I've mentioned on this channel, are in a good place. Two of my main safety picks, Walmart and JP Morgan, are poised to benefit from this. Some people are even saying Wells Fargo, because on the other side of this, we have to look at all the companies that were just paying for this software. And now they're going to save a lot of money. Like, I'm looking at companies like FedEx. FedEx up 32%, 45% in the past few months, because vibe coding might cause them to pay less for software subscriptions. They make a lot of money off of that. So this is causing a rotation into value. And what I would tell people, if you were already in some value, like I already had some Walmart, some JP Morgan, some stuff like that, you want to hold that because you're benefiting, you're getting your money off of that finally. But I would not tell anyone to rush into value at the highs either. Like, you don't want to rush out to buy Walmart at like 127 right now because everybody's scared. It's actually the opposite. You need to go dig through all the software, figure out who has a moat, who doesn't have a moat, and start dollar cost averaging on the people who have a moat. So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the other side. Certain value stocks are going to go up because of this. And last but not least, if you are a builder, if you are the type of person that's building with AI, trying to start a business, they're basically letting us know that this shit is like the streets and it's time to take something down. As they say in Atlanta, it's time to slime something out. If you see something sweet, you get them. Basically, what's going on here is a lot of our companies can and will be vibe coded. So if you see a company that you feel like you can replace with AI, if you know how to build, you know how to use Cursor, Claude Code, Replit, any of these kind of tools. If you see an app on your phone or a software that you feel like you could do better or you could customize for your people, you need to do that, because there's money in that right now. And it's just looking sweet out here, man. But it's just your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments, giving y'all an update on what's going on in the stock market, what's going on with the sell-off, what I'm thinking. We're going to be doing more videos soon on the second order effects, third order effects of what's going on with AI in the stock market, in the job market, in the AI itself market. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man.